All right, y'all, welcome back. Welcome back. It's Albert with the Bell and the Lock. We got this time is this big beastie U-Lock. Now, if you remember one of my fairly recent videos, I mentioned I made a trip to my local bicycle shop. It was actually my first time there, and it's just right down the street, apparently. I didn't know it was there. So anywho's, I had picked up a couple locks. This is one of them. So this is what looks like. Now, this looks a little beat up. That's because it is. And he gave me a slight discount on it. As you can see, he had it marked 28 bucks. And he gave it to me for 23 because I bought, I think, 4 or 5 locks. So he gave me a deal. Plus, the thing was a bit tattered. I mean, I cleaned it up a little bit. It looks like it was hanging in that bike shop for about 25, 30 years or something. I mean, seriously. It's just, that's how I got it pretty much right here. So yeah.
XLC
U-Lock, 90 millimeter by 140 millimeter, 13 millimeter thick shackle. So a pretty thick shackle. We will test that, by the way, the hardness. I like to test those shackles. So security rating they got down here. They've got a 7 out of 10. Now, I can tell you something. I did try picking this lock already, and, well, we'll get to that. Not very impressive. It is a slider type lock. On the back here, most of this is just in different languages, so it's really just this top part. Massive hardened ultra steel shackle. So like that's why I said we're going to test that. 5 keys. Rotating dust cover. It's actually not rotating, it slides, but hey, whatever. Slides back and forth. So yeah, rotating dust cover, quick release mounting bracket, and then pick and drill resistant lock cylinder. We're gonna test that. So yeah, there are the keys. Now, someone asked me one time before about some of these locks and why you get so many keys with them. And look, I'm not a locksmith. I don't know the facts, but what I think it is because these are usually it's the strange keys. And it's likely that your local locksmith, or at least, the key machines and whatnot, the odd keys are a little bit harder to find. So you might have more of a problem having a second key, another key made. So that's probably why they supply so many. That's just a thought. But as you can see, it is a slider type lock. You see the cuts in the key there. When we slide that puppy open, rotate it 90, and bada boom, bada bang. So you can see there is some, maybe we can get that off there. Some coating on here, some sheathing like rubber, but it is still a pretty thick shackle. But from looking at it, I just have a weird feeling that it's not hardened. So, like I said, we'll get to that. We'll test it. So let's see. It looks like it locks on both sides, looking at the shackle. And it does. Okay, so we got, in both holes, we got what look like trying to see if they're solid. Okay, they're not, but they are rounded, some kind of rounded steel lugs. So it does have them on both sides, as you can see down the hole there. See them pull away. So yeah, let's pop it back on here just for the heck of it. Okay, so like I said, I did try picking it. X2 patented power. And then, of course, there's the bracket. That's what you would use to attach it to your bicycle, which I'm guessing is in here. Yes, it is. So there's your instructions on how to attach it to the bicycle. And then here is the part that helps you attach it to the bicycle frame somehow. Oh, yeah, quick release. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure how long that's going to last. That doesn't feel that great, to be honest with you. I think that'll end up snapping off because the plastic, you know what weather does to plastic. Plastic gets dried out, it gets brittle, so not a big fan of that right there. I'm not even sure how that locks in there. Oh. Okay, I guess like that. Okay. Yeah. And then you just push the button, bada boom, bada bing. So I like the concept, but again, this piece right here, it just doesn't seem very good to me. But anywho's, what's even worse is the core. Like I said, I did try picking it, so let me show you something. Let me just put a tension tool in the top of the lock right here. Put a little bit of rotational tension on it. Hopefully we're good in the camera. Try to back it up a little bit here. Let's do this. All right, so all I needed to do was go on the right bank for a second and the left bank just for a second. Watch. Hopefully it'll do the same thing with the camera on, but let's try it. Yeah, I'll tell you, I just, there it goes, false set. I didn't have to try very hard at all, let me put it that way. And then I just went over here, and I kind of dug around in the back. Like that. Oh. And that was that. So I think all I had to deal with was like 2 sliders. Basically one on one side. Let me put this back to the lock position. Okay, I can't put it back to the lock position. All right, it's not wanting to turn back. Well, I'll deal with that. I might have to pick it back. But anyways, you see how easy that was? A bit ridiculous. Let me zoom this back out because now we got to try something else. Let me grab the handy dandy little file. So rough side right here. So let's just give this a try. Let's just go right here. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to see if it wants to dig in. That's all. Okay, I stand corrected. It's scratching the chrome, but you can see, maybe you can see, it's just scratching the chrome. It is not digging into the shackle. So that is a hardened shackle. So I give it that. It's got a nice big beefy, very hardened shackle, but as you can see, that core, that was less than impressive. So there you are. That is the XLC U-Lock from my local bicycle shop. You've been warned. Yeah, it says again right here. Drill resistant, force resistant, so crowbar. Saw resistant, yeah, I kind of give it that. Pick resistant, that's a fail. And then tamper resistant. Well, we kind of tampered with it with this, didn't we? So, yeah, there it is. XLC U-Lock from my local bike shop. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I highly appreciate it. Remember, if you're not subscribed yet, you need to do so because all the cool people are doing it, and you don't want to be left out, folks. All right? Thank you.